Welcome back to our latest exploration into the source material. Today, we're digging through a really fascinating stack of reports from April 20th, 2026, just to understand the friction points currently shaping the world.
Yeah, and we're covering a lot of ground today. I mean, everything from high-stakes diplomacy in the Middle East to, the literal instability of the Himalayan slopes.
Right, and just to set the stage real quick, especially since some of our sources touch on politically charged topics today, we want to make it super clear that we're just impartially reporting what's in the text.
Exactly. We're definitely not endorsing any specific left-wing or right-wing viewpoints here, just conveying the ideas.
Yeah, just delivering the data. So let's start with a massive global friction point, the U.S.-Iran tension. That ceasefire clock is ticking down.
It is. It expires this Wednesday.
Right, Wednesday. And President Trump is actually threatening to destroy Iranian civilian infrastructure unless a deal is reached. Which, I mean, the ripple effects are already here. India's crude oil imports dropped 17% just last month.
Well, yeah, because it's a direct result of the West Asia crisis. It's a physical choke point.
Yeah.
If things escalate, the supply chain doesn't just, slow down, it completely breaks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so India's trying to pivot to avoid that volatility.
That makes total sense. Now, shifting from global to domestic friction, let's talk about the representation battle over the women's reservation bill.
Oh, the delimitation debate. This is a big one.
It really is. So, again, just pulling from the source here, CM Rekha Gupta and the BJP are pushing for a 50% increase in Lok Sabha seats. They want to bring it up to, 816 or 850 seats.
Right. And the whole logic there is to allow for the 33% reservation for women without actually displacing any of the current male members.
Exactly. It's kind of like trying to remodel a house, like moving the walls around while everyone is still living inside. You just add a new room instead of asking someone to move out.
That's a great analogy. But the real friction is how they're doing it. Why is the government linking this gender justice initiative to the 2011 census rather than just, implementing it immediately?
Right, the 2011 census. Wow. That data is incredibly old, so using it to draw new lines feels like, a structural delay tactic.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of structural issues, we also looked at this deep tissue scan of the Indian labor market, specifically focusing on Noida and UP.
Oh, yeah, those numbers were staggering.
Totally. 58% of regular workers have no written contract.
Which is just wild. I mean, if you don't exist on paper, you have zero safety net when things go wrong.
Exactly. And if we're talking about things going wrong, let's look at literal structural instability, the Himalayas.
Yes, the environmental risk report. So researchers identified 219 of these hanging glaciers in the Alaknanda basin.
Hanging glaciers?
Yeah, they're basically glaciers just cling to these really steep slopes. And the scary part is 30% of them are currently in a highly unstable state.
Wait, really? 30%? And they're threatening major pilgrim centers like Badrinath. I mean, is our rapid high-altitude development just ignoring the fact that these glaciers are mass shedding because of warming?
It seems like it. It's incredibly risky.
Yeah, definitely. Well, since the physical world is so unpredictable right now, people are trying to rewrite the rules with tech and biology.
Oh, right. Project Glasswing.
Yeah. So Anthropic has essentially created this tech cartel with Amazon, Google, and Microsoft.
To control their new AI model, right? Cloud Mythos preview.
Exactly. And overnight, this model found a 27-year-old flaw in OpenBSD code. But, having a cartel control cybersecurity like that is a huge shift.
It is. And we're seeing that same kind of rule rewriting in biology with Transmission Zero in Tanzania.
Oh, mosquito project.
Yeah, instead of just killing mosquitoes, scientists are using CRISPR-Cas9 to make them malaria-proof.
Ah, so it's not population suppression, it's population modification.
Exactly. It's way less ecologically risky than just wiping them out.
That is fascinating. So we've seen how structural gaps, whether in labor laws or mountain slopes or even genetics, create all this friction.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to leave our listeners with one final provocative thought from the sources. It's about the sea-land breeze study.
Oh, this was super interesting.
Yeah. So as the oceans warm, the thermal contrast that actually creates those coastal breezes is eroding. So think about this in the future. Will our megacities lose their natural air conditioning simply because the sea is getting too warm to breathe?
Wow. That's a scary thought.
It really is. Something for everyone to mull over. Catch you all next time.